Okay, so we never finished this. It's the Willie D. Katt Williams interview.
Oh damn!
We finally get.
Yeah, we gotta finish that.
Yeah. Damn,
How far did we get into that?
right?
That's it.
Goddamn.
Oh man.
I don't even know what the fuck we were talking about.
I remember.
Like I'm gonna back it up like a little. Like
I think he kept asking the question, how did you like survive in the streets?
Yeah.
Kind of where we were.
Yeah.
So I think this is like part 3. No, this is gonna be part 2.
Part 2. No,
probably this is gonna be part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be
I think
part
we did
2.
15 minutes at a time.
Yeah, so we can do like 15.
Yeah, 15, 20 minutes or so.
So here we go. Katt Williams goes in on the Willie D interview. So here we go.
That makes you talk like a lady while you talking to me? But yeah, I had that as a situation. But other than that, no, I wasn't frequently tried as a young person.
Yeah. So I'm asking some of these questions that I'm asking because I'm really trying to figure out, like, how did you develop your psyche? Like, you're a very insightful dude.
Right.
Just trying to figure out, like where did that start at? Can you pinpoint?
I thought we did too, Grill.
Time, space,
nah, we still got this on here.
Yeah.
I thought we did too, but no, we finished the other one.
Yeah.
What's going on.
Yeah. I probably like 5 years old.
Oh.
First and foremost, this is going to sound really, really weird, but I believed at that young age that you could have a relationship with God. And I know that that's kind of old-fashioned now. But when I was young, that's what I believed. And so I developed this relationship where we talk 4 or 5 times a day and we talk about everything, and I'm coming to you when things are well and when it's not well. And if I ask for something, I know when you gave me what I asked for because it's the only time. So I understood at a young age that I wasn't like everybody else, that I was in a blessed position and that I had the ability to be able to make things happen if I could find the instructions and follow them. So at 5 years old, that's how I thought. I knew when things were wrong with the Bible. I wasn't worried about authority because God was like the authority. And other than that, I got to tolerate you, but I'm not allowed to bow down. I'm like that as
Understandable.
a child. So my parents didn't do anything wrong. They just wanted me to live a life that I wasn't going to live. They wanted me to be this, and I was not free to live a double life. I can't be that and be what I'm trying to be.
What was that they wanted you to be?
A part of their religion. They were very devout in religion.
Christian?
Yes, a branch of Christianity, yes.
At one point, did you become a Muslim?
At one point, I became several religions because that's the only way you can really find out what's going on in a religion. Religion is not something that you can just study the books about it and now you know about them. I had to be a member of the Fruit of Islam in order to know. Minister Farrakhan calls me his son. I was not regular even in that endeavor, just because whoever the true God is, I don't play about him. And I understand that regardless of what you choose to call him, it's the same entity. And once you study all of the religions, you find out that nobody's really disagreeing with anybody. The Jews don't believe this whole set of things that Christians don't, and Muslims either.
Why are people so afraid of Farrakhan?
Well, if you had the ability to control the black people on this planet, there isn't anything that you couldn't take, dismantle, destroy, or interrupt if you could mobilize black people. And so part of the ops agenda, a part of their modus operandi, is to find out which one of you niggas is a potential leader. And if you are, then we begin a work of progress on your life, which will make people get off of that. It's a part of it, as much as in any defense, you trying to figure out which way this dude is.
I'd be scared to listen to Katt Williams, bro.
Yeah.
This is an intelligent dude.
Yeah, he is.
He sees the world.
He sees the world differently, man.
He sees it through unobjective eyes.
You know, there's not many people like. I feel like Katt. When the way I'm perceiving and listening to Katt Williams, it's like he's giving you the logic of thinking about something, and then also he's providing you with the emotion. But then at the same time, he's able to separate them while he's talking to you.
He's also telling you, I didn't get to this thing just because I knew it. I went through a process.
Yeah, you can't just...
Like he said, I became a member of different religions to understand the religion.
Exactly.
Because you can't read through the Muslim texts and understand what Muslims go through. You can't read the Torah and understand what
there's got to be some kind of experience that you got to go through.
Exactly. And we've said this before, and he just said it. All the religions are telling the exact same story, just trying to appeal to you differently.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's why, yes, I believe in God, but I don't follow any specific religion.
Yeah, to me...
Do I believe a God? Yes, there is definitely a God.
My thing with religion is different. I believe there's a difference between religion and faith.
Well, like I said, I believe that there is a creator.
Okay.
I believe there is a God.
To me, I'm more like, I think people are energy. I do think there's a higher power. I don't know, man. Religion's a tough.
Like I said, I don't follow any specific religion.
Same, I don't
still
either.
Believe that there is an almighty God.
I think there's good things about Christianity. I think there's good things about Muslims. I think, I don't know much about Judaism, so I can't really speak on Judaism.
There's good and bad in all religions.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of the learning process.
Yeah.
Is likely to go, so I can rip that ball. It's the same.
Yeah. Farrakhan is a polarizing individual. A lot of people really, I do believe, don't really understand him. I think that there are people who gets the message, this is what frightens them, is because they know, as you alluded to, they know what he's capable of doing. You know, uniting black people and guiding and leading black people in the right way.
There's not been a successful one of those yet. So just like if you're a rapper, any rapper can get hit. Yeah, we don't have we can go through 300 years of history and look for all the black people that fit the description you just said. They never make it.
Yeah. Which is why I believe that they should stop trying to make it. I really do believe that, it's each one reach one, teach one, but the leadership is in yourself. Like all of us are capable, well, not all of us, but many of us are capable of being a leader. Like instead of sitting around just waiting on one person to be that leader,
well said.
And that's the thing. I think black people are waiting for the next Malcolm X or the next Martin Luther. And
instead of trying to be that Malcolm X or
there's no Superman coming to save all of them. No. Save everyone.
But if people were competing to try to be that one would emerge.
Yeah.
Instead of sitting back waiting for someone to do it, you want that competition for someone to be that person.
And the tricky part about leadership, everybody don't got the capability of being a leader.
No. Look at the quote unquote leaders we have in Congress now.
Yeah.
Most of the people shouldn't be there.
everybody can't be a leader.
No.
Somebody has to be an employee.
Yeah.
There are some people who got to be employees.
Again, like him or hate him, Donald Trump's a leader. People follow him. They get behind him. He's distinctive and makes decisions. Whether you like him or not, he makes a decision.
Yeah, that's true.
Again, he commands a room when he walks into it.
That's true.
There's not many people that have that kind of presence when they walk in a room.
I still think if Martin Luther King had lived,
he would have been the first black president.
It's just, he was too good of a leader.
The government
he
killed
had
him.
too much fucking power.
The government killed
and
him.
they were like, all right, he got to go.
That's what pretty much Katt was just saying.
Yeah. He had too much power.
He just said, think about every single time a black leader was starting to rise throughout the...
He was mobile. He had black people. He had white people. He had Christians. He had Jewish people.
Not just
he
that.
had Muslim.
Think about what Martin Luther King was able to do. He was able to get not just blacks and whites to stand there and let them get themselves beat up and not fight back.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King was able to get men and women to stand there and not fight back because it proved that they were the better people.
Yeah, that's power.
Yeah.
That's power.
To look at that when you know that you're about to get your shit kicked in.
Yeah.
But because he said we need to be better and not be violent, we got to take it.
There's a bigger picture to focus on.
That was mind-blowing.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That is power,
That's
you just said.
That's leadership.
Exactly.
That's true fucking leadership.
And if everybo's sitting back waiting for the next Martin Luther King, it's never going to happen.
Bro, Martin Luther King got a racist president to give y'all voting rights. like, bro. I'm like, that's a leader, man.
If Martin Luther King did not get shot that day, he would have been the first black
president. I firmly believe
Things
that.
would have been
He would have been the first black president in the United States.
Right now.
Oh, yeah.
I think racism would not be as bad. I mean, it's...
there's always going to be racist people.
Yeah, there's always going to be, but it wouldn't be...
Unfortunately.
Put out there like it is right now.
But bro.
They're just magnifying that when there isn't that much racism.
I think that's probably why the government killed him, because they were afraid of what he would have done, the direction he would have taken this country when he had that kind of power. Because again, Martin Luther King would have been the first black president.
Yeah,
without a doubt, that man would have been the first black president.
Like just going back and listening to his speeches, the way he was able to just talk to people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was he a perfect man? No, of course he wasn't a perfect man.
No, but he could.
But the man was a leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well said, but in real time, being the leader of yourself gets you nothing. The people demand to be led, regardless.
Yep.
There's not 13 shepherds and all these sheep. Why? Because it's unnecessary. Just one. Just one that has the connection with the sheep, which allows the sheep who has a brain about that small to be able to just focus on eating grass and not worry about falling off a cliff. We have the desire as humans to be led.
Yep.
We want to be led into battle. We want to be led into the football game. This is all because this is how we are wired. The cheerleaders and the pomp and circumstance, that goes back to the times of first humanity, because we do need that.
Yeah.
Well, you're talking about a myriad of leaders.
Yeah.
That's why there's a general that's making decisions on a battlefield. Comes down to one guy. He might be taking advice from advisors, from his lieutenants, his captains, but at the end of the day, the general makes the final call.
Makes the decision, yeah.
So he's right. You can sit there. You have to be a leader of yourself, but that gets you nowhere and gets you nothing.
Yeah.
When you can sacrifice to be a leader of men, Hard to do.
Yeah.
Just take the football example. Why does everybody look at the quarterback to be the leader? Even the defensive players look at the quarterback on the offense as the leader of the team.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
Even if there's defensive players that are better overall technical players, the starting quarterback is the leader of the team.
QB1. QB1's the leader.
Yeah. And
Every single time.
And the thing is, if you used to have like multiple leaders, it would be very confusing, and it will divide.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, it will divide.
What's that saying? Too many Chiefs, not enough Indians?
So that's why when you have one leader, everybody goes to that one leader. It's only in one focus in one direction.
When you got too many cooks in the kitchen, the menu gets fucked up.
See, you know what? Everybody thinks they're the leader until consequences come in.
Yeah, and then no one wants to bear no one wants to take accountability or responsibility for when shit goes sideways.
Exactly.
That's why no one wants to be an actual leader, because they're like, oh, I don't want to be liable for that. Then sit down and shut up.
The ones that are willing to make the decision no matter which way it goes,
then sit down and shut up.
Those are the leaders.
If you can't take accountability or responsibility for when shit goes left, sit down and shut up.
But you also have to be an example for the men you lead.
That's true. That's true.
You have to lead with confidence.
That's true.
Because if you don't lead with confidence,
no one's going to believe in you.
No. Again, go back to the football. What happens with the quarterbacks that show lack of confidence on the football field? What happened to those teams?
The whole morale of the team is shot.
Exactly. Now think about going into an actual battle. If your general looking scared.
The soldiers ain't moving nowhere.
No.
If the general's too fucking afraid.
If everybody's looking up at the guy that's making decisions, he's looking terrified.
They're like, okay, what are we supposed to do now?
We dying today.
Yeah, like, honestly.
Well said, Katt.
Just talking about a single individual.
Right.
And I see a lot of people just be sitting back waiting on a Messiah. They're waiting on that one
Yup.
person.
Everyone's
But they
waiting
are too, though.
Who's that?
The other side is far more diligent about looking for that Messiah than we are, because they know where to look. You probably wonder, why do white people pay so much attention to black people if they don't like them? You would think if you didn't like something, why would you be paying attention to it? I don't pay attention to things I don't like.
What's the answer?
The answer is the liar knows what lie he told. You see what I'm saying? So even if I made it deceitful and I made you think that the answer is over here, but the answer is really over here, I'm still going to be looking over here. Me, the one that tricked, because I know this is the right answer. Black people have lost their identity, but our oppressors have not lost our identity. That's just why they chopped those noses off of the Pharaoh and the Sphinx in Egypt in the first place, is because without this nose, we can tell you this is whoever it is.
Those nose.
But with that nigga nose, it can only be niggas. Why would somebody vandalize a whole face and only vandalize one part? Nobody wanted to knock an eye off or take an ear off or no chins missing. Nope, just the nose. Because it's a brand. It's a brand. All right, go ahead.
You have a
That's too deep.
That is interesting.
Of thinking outside of the box, and you are very good at breaking things down, like you just did. You understand consequences and repercussions very well.
Okay.
So, my question to you is:
Tell you what,
why are you such?
the first black leader that can actually unite blacks and whites together to be coherently on even playing field, where they feel like they're, even though we are legally all on the same playing field now, the first black leader that can actually convince everybody that they're on that playing level, that's going to be the most powerful man in the world.
Yeah. Because even, rest in peace, comedian Ralphie May is like, he even said it and incremented into his like stand-ups, like the day that black and white people finally realize that they're not enemies bro, it's over.
And that's why That's why I say it's got to take a black leader that's going to do that.
It's the day that we all realize we're not enemies to each other.
And it almost happened with Martin Luther King.
It did, yeah.
It almost happened with Martin Luther King.
Nobody else has done it.
Nobody has come that close.
No one's come as close as Martin did.
No.
Martin had it.
Malcolm X might have came the second closest.
Yeah, Martin
came the closest.
Martin Luther King came the closest.
Imagine the one that's able to do it. And the sad part is Barack Obama had that chance. He had that opportunity to be that guy.
If you look at the March on Washington, there were women, men, black, white,
Spanish,
different.
it didn't matter.
Everybody was at that fucking march.
That's why they killed Martin Luther King.
He had too much power.
He was uniting everyone and getting people to look past fucking this.
Yeah.
Because everybody was listening to his words, not looking at his skin.
But bro, like the day we realize that we're not enemies is going to be the closest day that we have to a utopia.
Yep. And again, the guy that unites, that is going to be the most powerful man in the world.
Yep.
And yes, people might hate me for saying it, but it will be a man that does it. Not trying to be misogynistic or anything like that. It's just what I feel. Because when men give speeches like, again, in Braveheart, when Mel Gibson's giving him that speech to rile the men up, you try putting a woman there doing the exact same speech, it doesn't hit the same way. Unfortunately, and it's just a lot of men won't listen to a woman the same way.
I think
a woman just won't instill that kind of confidence that the man will. When it comes to battle. I think for both men and women, I think both genders.
I think in certain situations a woman could.
In certain situations, yes. I'm talking about battle.
You can't leave out, other situations. Like, it's not always.
But not when it comes to uniting everybody, that's a battle type situation. That's where I see it's.
Well, a lot of women still see men as people of authority.
That's my point. Men don't see women as people of authority.
Yeah.
Most men see women as nurturers.
As a collective, I see what you mean. A lot of men still see women as just simply nurturers.
That's my point. I'm not trying to be mean.
I get what Vito's saying. A lot of
I mean, look at Kamala Harris when she just ran for president. She automatically lost 10% that she had to overcome without even trying.
Okay, Creole.
Oh yeah, you're definitely right on that.
Like people respected the fuck out of Coretta Scott King.
Yes. Yeah. But again, to be a strong leader like that, you have to have a strong wife.
Yeah, like bro,
there will be no great leader without a strong wife.
Don't get it. Yeah, don't get me wrong. The strong men that you've had throughout history,
there was a stronger woman behind
their
them.
wives were holding shit down for them.
Oh yeah, that's exactly right.
Like a strong household. Don't get me wrong. If you want to say the man is the breadwinner, whatever it is, at the end of the day, the woman knows the in and outs of that fucking household.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They know women know exactly what pisses off everybody.
Mm-hmm. The wife will have to be that strong, stabilizing force behind that strong leader. 100%.
Dude.
But you have to show the unit, the complete full
Yeah.
unit.
What you about to say, Liz?
His shirt looks like it got blood stains on it. Why is he wearing that kind of shirt? I've been staring at that for the.
I think it's the shadow of the lighting.
Yeah, I think
I think that's the lighting.
No, you see that right there? There.
No, watch when he moves.
Habitual line stuff.
Wait, is that part of the shirt?
No, that's part of the shirt.
That's part of the shirt.
You know what the repercussions and
Oh
consequences.
shit! Wait, that's a damn.
Cross that line so often.
Damn, maybe that is.
It looks like it.
Liz all distracted and shit.
I think it's the Constitution of Virginia written on his shirt.
Oh shit!
Because it looks
Because
like
I was about to say, are those words?
yeah, it looks like it's
Yeah,
writing.
it looks like his words, but from here it looks like freaking bloodstains of Virginia, man.
When you know what the repercussions and consequences are going to be, and they're not going to be favorable to you. For example,
Right.
I saw where you and Suge got arrested, right? You and Suge got arrested. Is that true?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Like, and
What were we doing?
allegedly it had something to do with like some type of camera or something like that.
All powerful women
Yep.
who were who
supported their
husbands and
powerful
held
husbands.
shit down.
Yep. Because while the man will probably be out there trying to get things going, it'll be the women being behind getting everything stabilized.
Stable, yeah.
She's the stabilizing force. Most women are the stabilizing force in most households.
I'm not sure. I'm just sure.
Oh.
I'm just saying this is what I read.
Well, I'll
not-
tell you the story,
Yeah,
and
okay.
you tell
Tell me
me,
the story.
then does that change how you frame this?
Okay.
So, we have a meeting with a hologram company, which is going to go into a licensing deal on some holograms. This is in Beverly Hills. So now there's a rodeo, and behind that is an alleyway where you park your vehicles. That's where we are. Suge has brought his son with him, who's 5 years old. And before we go into this meeting, Suge's son runs behind the dumpster and urinates. And a lady films his penis out, peeing behind the dumpster. And then says, "Oh, I thought that was Katt's kid." So yeah, that's what happened.
See, man. See, this is
So
why,
understand, we were facing 20 years,
Yeah.
Suge and I. 20 years for that. And if it wasn't for the fact that this is Beverly Hills and it's all on
For pissing
camera,
behind a dumpster?
they had no problem sending
Yep.
us up the river when we couldn't have possibly
Apparently.
done what was being said. That lady said that she got jumped on by me.
So you see what you just did? You just clarified a huge, misconception.
Wait a minute. Did we just go from a kid pissing behind a dumpster to a woman saying she got sexually assaulted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She claimed she was sexually assaulted by Katt.
What the fuck?
That's why it got thrown out. Because, like he just said, everything's on camera in Beverly Hills.
Exactly.
But all most people see is the goddamn headline.
What the hell, man?
Most people are making decisions about people based off of a headline that they read about the story and never read the damn story.
Like y'all could clearly see where the story just jumped
Oh, yeah.
from a kid pissing behind a dumpster to a woman accusing Katt Williams of sexual assault.
That's why Katt started smiling. He's like, and that's why.
Like what the?
You know, the events of that evening or whatever.
Yeah, but remember, it
Like-
went to court.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't just my word.
Yeah.
They had to play the video in court, which showed that her altercation wasn't with a man at all.
With the little
But
boy.
the trip part about it is that when
That's
people
crazy.
print it, when the media,
Yeah.
mainstream media put it out there, they don't add that piece.
Nope.
They
No.
just say,
Nor do they make a retraction.
Nope.
Right.
Nor do they say, "Hey, that thing we told you about that
Right.
guy, turns out it was nothing." Understand?
You know, at least you could do is that.
Nope.
And say, hey, we fucked up on the story.
When that came out, they tried to make it look like Katt was going away for a while. He destroyed his career. Remember when that all happened?
Like, if you make a false story, then come out and say the shit was wrong.
Mm-hmm. Because they don't care. They make money either way.
Like, damn, at least you could.
What was it? Tim Pool, they said this before. Even when they put the retraction, they're still making money on the retraction.
Yeah.
Because guess what?
Yeah.
The first story they put out got 1 million views. The retraction's only getting like 50,000. But they're still making money on it.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what you,
But they don't care about it either way.
They don't care whose life they fucked up.
They care about people clicking on their fucking site.
Yeah.
I got 15 cases that were dismissed.
Whoa!
That should be talked about. Why would 15 cases be dismissed? Because you were so sure you had what you were looking at. Because every city I go to, I'm the nigga with the best car. It's probably smoke coming out that car. It's probably girls gathering around that car. I look like the plug. I get it. And you probably already hurt me by the time you find out who I actually am.
Right. See, because of that clarity you just provided,
Yes.
is the reason why I want to know. I think the world want to know what happened between you and Ali Sadiq. I know you said
The
you didn't want
world
to talk
couldn't
about it.
possibly want to know
wanna
that.
know,
He's
man.
not
We wanna-
famous enough for the world to want to know that.
At least pretty
Because
famous.
my side of the world doesn't want to know that. See,
Well, my side of the world.
here's the thing.
What happened, man?
A lot of times what liars do first is they set up a narrative and a scenario. Like Michael Blackson just got on national TV and told people, yeah, I got a beef with Katt Williams, and Katt is mad at me about this, and because I said this, and I didn't even mean it like that. And the whole time, he's never talked to me. That's how he feels. He's heard I'm angry. I've not had a conversation with him. It's the same with your Ali Sadiq. If it wasn't for the information that I know in my intel, I would be a fan of his like everybody else. Who wouldn't be a fan of a young black storyteller that's done time and loves his family and is a hometown guy? Like, why would he ever have any enemies in comedy? It's ludicrous. But if you pick the actual king, then make sure that your story's correct. And unfortunately, his story's not correct. No matter what he says, he never met me. He made it disrespectful that a security guard that was 6'7" reached over him to pay him, not mentioning the fact that he got paid for not doing anything.
Well, let's start at the beginning of the Reliant thing.
I don't know if I wanna.
I'm
But
gonna
go
start,
ahead.
and then you can do what you want to do.
Fair enough.
But I think for the sake of the audience knowing, just
Tell
having
them who
an
Ali
idea of
Sadiq
what we're
is
talking
first.
about. Ali Sadiq is a comedian from Houston that's based in Houston.
A very fine comedian.
Very fine comedian.
Yes.
Now, Ali said that he went to Reliant Arena and he was on the same show as you. He showed up, and the security stopped him from entering the building.
Got
And they said, and then somebody told him Katt didn't want you to come in. And then at some point, somebody else came and gave him a check. Another security person reached over somebody's shoulder and gave him a check. He said that the people that were the working security locked arms to prevent him from walking inside of the building. And he thought that, you had a problem with him. And he said he didn't know why you had a problem with him. And to this day, he don't know why you have a problem with him. That was the.
It'd be nice if that was the story. So now, if that's the story, then let me see if I got this correct. A guy I've never met was supposed to be doing a show with me. And I got so angry, even though I hadn't met him, that I had security keep him out of the building. See, that's the problem with lies. They're faulty from their inception, sir. I'm the person in the story that doesn't have a grudge to feel. I don't care why I didn't like Katt Williams. I would get to the bottom of it. This is not one of those stories. First of all, the actual truth of this matter is every city that I go to, I already have the comedians who are opening up for me. Not just this tour, but for the 17 100 city tours previous to this. I never go to the city and go, hey, do you guys have some comics here? I'd like to add them to my show. I just don't do it. I travel with the comedians that are coming to your city. We're one unit
makes sense.
and one team when we come. That is to let you understand that no comic was fin to come join us that evening because there isn't space for it. I still have to do an hour at the end of this. There's a limited amount of time. So we could just start there. Second of all, I don't care where you're from, what the venue is, how cool you are with the people that work there. Katt Williams show means Katt Williams show. That means don't nothing move but the money. There ain't no loud talking and voice raising and, how dare you? How dare you? Let me look on the advertisements and see, do I see your name or face, sir, whoever you may be? Where would you even get the entitlement to be having this question? This is like me insisting that the Lakers put me on as a starter.
Holy shit.
Dad, we're gonna leave it there. He's 100% correct in that.
Damn.
If every single time he's ever done a show, he always brings his comedians.
Yeah.
He's pretty much saying, I don't care if Dave Chappelle came outside. He's not part of my show.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's not part of. Like, you're not part of the show.
There's only a certain amount of time.
Exactly.
Everybody's got their slot of time.
Everybody knows where they are in the lineup.
I'm not cutting one of my guys for you.
Yeah, everything's already been like, we have a plan. I'm not just gonna break apart the plan so you can get some time.
Though, to be fair, if Dave Chappelle came up to Katt and said, hey, do you want me to be part of your show? Katt would probably be like, all right, Dave, let's do something. I'm pretty sure Katt would do something. But like he said, the other guy
dude he
wasn't famous enough to muscle his way in.
Some dude he doesn't even know.
Exactly. The only way you're going to break into a show like that is you have to have equal fame to Katt Williams. So a guy like Dave Chappelle, if he wanted to go on, I'm sure he would even still say, hey, Katt, do you want me to be part of your show? It's my hometown, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
But it still goes through Katt.
It's the principle thing.
Yes.
It's like, y'all ain't got no principles.
Just because I'm performing in your hometown doesn't get to mean you get to come perform with me.
Y'all got people out here who ain't got no principles, man. Damn. Woo. But yes, I agree with Vito. Damn, we got that's Damn, we did a good chunk of that.
Yeah,
see, when you listening to Katt, time flies, man.
Yeah, definitely.
That was a quick 15 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah. It's dark outside, Pop.
Thanks for stopping in and spending time with us today, y'all. Hit that notification bell and give it a share because it does help the channel out.
Please and thank you.
See you guys in the next one.
Later, y'all.
Peace.
Bye.